Join us as we explore the rarest photos of Native Americans, capturing powerful moments and untold stories from history. The 1906 photograph by Edward Curtis captures a Tiwa girl adorned in traditional handmade clothing and beads, with her hair styled in the intricate squash blossom fashion, a hallmark of indigenous artistry. Her long eyelashes and graceful demeanor reflect the pride and cultural heritage of her Tiwa community, offering a timeless glimpse into their rich traditions. Edward Curtis's photograph of Hollow Horn Bear captures his dignity and sorrow, symbolizing the loss endured by his people. His piercing gaze questions the tragedy faced by Native Americans, contrasting with the smiling Eskimos in Curtis's work, who remained unaffected by civilization's impact. While in this photo, Native culture is rich in magical customs and captures the essence of the spirit of free living, but during the 20th century, it began to disappear. For this reason, Edward Sheriff Curtis devoted decades of his life to recording the way of life of the indigenous tribes in North America. During the winter ceremony, Kwakiutl dancers wearing masks and costumes crouch in foreground with others behind them. The chief on the far left holds a speaker's staff, 3 totem poles in background. In 1914, a Kwakiutl shaman performs a ritual rooted in Kwakwaka'wakw oral history. Their origin myths describe ancestors transforming from animals such as the thunderbird, orca, and grizzly bear into humans upon reaching specific locations. Some ancestors are said to have human origins, arriving from distant lands. In 1910, a Kwakiutl gatherer hunts abalones in Washington, reflecting Kwaka'wakw society's structured hierarchy. This society included nobility, aristocracy, commoners, and slaves. Nobles, seen as conduits between social and spiritual realms, maintained their rank through birthright and moral behavior, not lineage alone. In 1910, The Kootenai Duck Hunter by Edward Curtis is a serene and iconic image, showcasing a Kootenai hunter on Flathead Lake, Montana. The Kootenai, a semi-nomadic people, adapted to seasonal food sources across the region. They typically crafted pine bark canoes, but occasionally used elk hides stretched over fur frameworks, as depicted in this tranquil scene. Edward Curtis's photograph captures a Klamath chief in a ceremonial headdress overlooking Crater Lake, a sacred site in Klamath territory. The Klamath tribe, which includes the Klamath, Modoc, and Yakuskin peoples, was once the second wealthiest tribe in the U.S. before their termination in 1954. In 1914, a dancer representing Pakisilal, man of the ground embodiment, wearing a mask and shirt covered with hemlock boughs, representing Pakis, a wild man of the woods. In this photo, we have Chief James Garfield, a Jicarilla Apache leader, wore a mix of Euro-American and Native attire in a widely distributed portrait created using the photochrome process. This historical black and white photograph showcases a Hoopa individual fishing with a spear in a serene river setting. Surrounded by misty trees and rugged terrain, the image highlights the natural beauty and cultural heritage of the Hoopa people. Titled Sugar Bowl, it reflects their deep connection to their environment. This 1906 photograph, the Mealing Tro Hopi, portrays 4 Hopi women grinding corn with traditional milling stones in an earthen-walled room. It highlights an essential aspect of Hopi daily life, showcasing their cultural identity, agricultural traditions, and connection to food preparation. The photo titled 2 Apache Indian Women at Campfire, Cooking Pot in Front of One, was taken by Edward S. Curtis in 1903. It depicts 2 Apache women engaged in a traditional activity, cooking over a campfire. The image offers a glimpse into their daily life and cultural practices. While in this photograph, in 1924, a Mono Lake basket maker captures a Mono Lake Paiute artisan skillfully weaving a basket. The image showcases their intricate craftsmanship and deep connection to the region's resources, reflecting a cultural tradition passed down through generations. The next image depicts a serene scene of 4 children engaged in a waterside activity. Clad in traditional attire, they are immersed in the natural beauty of the surrounding landscape, which includes mountains and trees. The soft, warm light suggests a tranquil moment, possibly early morning or late afternoon. The overall impression is one of peace and harmony between the children and their natural environment. While in this image, it depicts Buffalo Dancers from 1905. It shows a group of dancers captured in motion, wearing traditional attire adorned with large feathered headdresses and circular decorations on their backs. The setting appears to be a gathering, with a stone wall and other people in the background, likely observing the performance. The image conveys a sense of cultural tradition and celebration. In the next image, it depicts the interior of a pagan lodge from 1910. Two individuals are seated inside, surrounded by traditional items and decorations. They are dressed in traditional clothing, and the lodge is adorned with various hanging items, possibly leather or fabric. The setting gives a sense of cultural heritage and daily life within a Native American community. This image shows a Hoopa mother taken in 1923. She is dressed in traditional attire, adorned with jewelry and a woven headdress. The mother is holding her baby, who is wrapped in a blanket and cradled in a woven baby carrier. They are positioned against a tree, and the scene captures a sense of warmth and cultural heritage. The next image is a full-length portrait of Red Elk Woman, a Sioux girl, taken in 1907. She is seated and facing right, wearing traditional attire adorned with intricate beadwork and fringes. Her clothing and moccasins display detailed patterns. Thanks for watching.